Now, I've reviewed my share of gaming laptops over the years. I recently reviewed the Lenovo Y740, which I really liked as far as a gaming laptop, but I wanted to see what the Legion line had up its sleeve. So when Lenovo hit me up to check out the all-new Lenovo Legion 5i, the 17-inch version, I quickly jumped on it. And boy, I'm glad I did, because this really checks all the boxes for a really nice gaming laptop at a great price. Now, what you're getting here is a Core i7-10750H, a 6-core 10th generation processor from Intel, and you're also going to pair that with the RTX 2060 GPU. And not only that, it also has a 144 Hz display. This could all equal a pretty good gaming experience. We're going to find out right now. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my review of the Lenovo Legion 5i, all new for 2020. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. This way you'll be alerted every time I upload a new video. Make sure you follow me on social media, especially Twitter and Instagram. I'll post all the updates on those platforms. And why not join my new Discord server? It's a great place for me to interact with the community, and I'll post updates there as well. Hit that link in the description below. And today's video is brought to you by our new members who have contributed this month to help support the channel. If you're interested in becoming a new member, hit that join button below. And in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Lenovo, I'm not being sponsored by Lenovo. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and no one is seeing this video before its release. Pricing for the 17-inch model starts at $999. The unit that I have, it comes in at $1,740, and that is actually pretty good. What it gives you is the Intel Core i7-10750H, which is of course a 6-core processor, 10th generation processor with 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, 1 terabyte spinning hard drive, and it has the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 with 6 gigabytes of video memory. Okay, that's enough with the specs and the pricing. Let's get into this. Let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open it up. Inside the box is a 230 watt power supply that uses Lenovo's proprietary charging system, and you also get an extension cord. Now, holding the unit for the first time, it doesn't feel too heavy actually for a 17-inch gaming laptop, and it has a really nice understated look, which I really like, not overly obnoxious like some other gaming laptops. Okay, let's check out the port selection. We'll start off on the left side. We get a USB-A port and a 3.5mm audio jack. Moving over to the right side, you get a full-size SD card reader and another USB-A port. And you get quite a bit of ports on the back that are labeled so you can easily identify them. You get a Kensington lock port, an RJ45 Ethernet port, USB-C port, 2 USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and your proprietary charging port. And that rounds out all the ports on this laptop. Pretty good port selection. Now, as far as user upgradability is concerned, Lenovo makes it easy to access the inside of this laptop. All you need to do is remove the Phillips head screws, pop off the bottom plate, and you're in. Now, once inside, you'll notice that it has an SSD. It's a 1 terabyte SSD, and that's user replaceable, so that's good. And it also has a spinning hard drive. Yes, it has additional storage. That's a 1 terabyte spinning hard drive. There is a space if you remove that spinning hard drive to put another SSD, so potentially 2 SSDs on this. Now, as far as the RAM is concerned, it is user upgradable, and there are 2 slots for you to upgrade the RAM. Now, as far as wireless is concerned, it has Wi-Fi 6, so that's good. Worked well, good range, good uploads, good downloads, and it also has Bluetooth 5.0, all working well on that front. And while inside, you'll notice it has an 80 watt-hour battery. Okay, let's talk about the display. Now, I have the 144 Hz version, which is much better for gaming, of course. The higher refresh rate will give you better gaming experience. And this is a full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080. It has pretty good black levels, 0.27, good white points, good contrast. Could be better with the color accuracy, of course, but it does cover the color gamut really well. 100% sRGB, 78% Adobe RGB, 78% of the P3 wide color gamut, and 72% NTSC makes this a pretty good choice to do things like Lightroom, Photoshop, and of course video editing. That is when you're not gaming. Now, this is a 17-inch matte display, and at 250 nits in terms of brightness, definitely not the brightest display out there, but it has a matte coating, so that helps. You don't get any unnecessary glare or reflections, so not having the brightest display is really not a deal breaker in my book. It gets bright enough for indoor use, and that, of course, is where you're going to be using this most of the time anyway. Now it has some pretty slim side bezels for a gaming laptop. You will notice the cutout or the reverse notch on the top for the webcam and the kill switch on it. And of course it does have a chin on the bottom. That's pretty noticeable. So this is the front-facing camera on the Lenovo Legion 5i, the 17-inch model here for 2020. And it's a 720p, 30 frames per second webcam. Good for Zoom, good for Skype, or any kind of video conferencing needs during this pandemic. I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments section below. Okay, let's talk about performance. And this packs a 10th generation Intel Core i7 10750H processor. It's a 6-core processor with 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. As far as the GPU, it's got the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 with 6 gigabytes of video RAM. And as you can see by the numbers, it did well. Things such as Microsoft Office, email, web browsing, consuming media, watching Netflix, YouTube, and the like, all worked well. 1080p, 4K, video editing, all worked well. But of course, at the end of the day, this is a gaming laptop. You're going to want to play your games, and you're going to get really good playable frame rates. I found the sweet spot to be the ultra settings, 1080p, Fortnite, GTA 5, The Witcher 3, Doom Eternal, and others had very playable frame rates. This was a very good gaming laptop, so this will get the job done. And having the 144 Hz display definitely makes the experience that much better. I recommend getting that upgraded display. And they did a really good job when it comes to the thermals. It never got above 50 degrees Celsius on my system stability test, where it really taxes and stresses the system. It didn't detect any thermal throttling. So they did a good job in terms of the cooling. And of course, that's because it has 2 fans in it, pretty decent heat sinks as well. So I think it did a really good job in that regard. And I like the fact that pressing Function plus the Q key will change the different thermal profiles, whether it be quiet, cool, or maximum performance. I like the ability that this gives you. Now the hinge is actually pretty good on this, pretty sturdy as well. And the screen folds all the way back, giving you the perfect viewing angle each and every time. I like that. And for those wondering, yes, you can open the lid with one finger. Now, as far as the keyboard is concerned, I would say it's okay. Not the best in terms of key travel, but it has decent tactile feedback and it was pretty comfortable for typing in extended periods of time. It also has a numeric keypad on it, and so those number crunchers will certainly like that when they're not playing games and need to get work done. That will certainly help. And Lenovo also sent over a mechanical keyboard. I know a lot of you gamers are going to want to use that. It has a good tactile feedback, good clicky sound that are the hallmarks of a mechanical keyboard. I'll put the link below for this Legion keyboard that they sent over. It actually worked really well. Now, this also has a precision touchpad. 2-finger scrolling was buttery smooth. Everything worked really well, including the Windows 10 gestures. And Lenovo also sent over their M500 Legion gaming mouse, which actually worked really well, especially when you're gaming. I think that's the way to go, especially if you are a hardcore gamer. And they included a really nice Legion gaming mouse pad. That's actually pretty cool. And of course, a really great gaming setup is not complete without a good headset to go with it. And they sent one over, again, part of that Legion line. All these accessories will be in the link in the description below as far as checking them out if you want to buy one. This headset actually worked really well, good clarity, good microphone on this, and it also had really good sound. Again, everything working great. Now, when it comes to the audio, I'd say the speakers in this are actually pretty decent volume, not the best volume, although there is a hint of bass, and it does fill up a small size room pretty nicely. But again, I wish it was a little bit louder, but I would think for a gaming laptop, we don't normally see the greatest of speakers. That's been the track history, and this actually isn't too bad. Now, when it comes to battery life, this unit sports an 80 watt-hour battery, and it actually did pretty well on my continuous web surfing test over Wi-Fi at 150 nits, lasting 8 hours and 55 minutes, outlasting some of its competition in this category, which is impressive, especially for a gaming laptop. So to bring it all home, can I recommend the Lenovo Legion 5i 17-inch model? And the answer is yes. This is a really nice gaming laptop from Lenovo. Really good performance out of that 10th generation i7 with that H processor with 6 cores, and the RTX 2060 performed well, getting very playable frame rates. This definitely will be a good gaming laptop. It also is a good general purpose laptop, allowing you to get work done, things like Microsoft Office, email, web browsing. It all worked well. The negatives here is the fact that it doesn't have the brightest of displays. Really not a big deal when it comes to the gamer because it does have a 144 hertz refresh rate in terms for gaming, and it worked really well. And the other negative here is that it doesn't have a Thunderbolt 3 port. Again, not a deal breaker here. I think it all comes in at a great price and you're getting a lot for your money. And I think that's a winning combination. I'm going to give this a score of 90%, making the Lenovo Legion 5i 17-inch gaming laptop worth your money. So what do you think about the Lenovo Legion 5i? I have the 17-inch, but I also have the 15-inch coming up as well. I want to show you the differences between the two. I wanted to get the 17-inch to you to show you what it can do. It's got that 144 hertz display. It's got the upgraded graphics. It has the RTX 2060, and it also has a 6-core Core i7 10th gen, of course, from Intel. And as you can see by the numbers, it was able to perform pretty well, especially when it comes to gaming. It also did well on everyday tasks, email, web browsing, video editing, consuming media. It all did the job. And in fact, it did it really well. And I think it all came in at a great price. That's what I like, what this brings to the table. It also has a pretty understated look, not something we normally see with gaming laptops, which can get a little bit outlandish. So if you need something that's a good general all-purpose laptop that not only games but also can be your workhorse, this might be your ticket. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. Now the display I wish was a little bit brighter, although it is 144 hertz, so it's really good for the gaming experience, and it really is a nice display. I just wish it got a little bit brighter. But I really think this is a good deal. I'll put the link below for more information and where you can buy it. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.